Welcome to the iPod Nano 4th Generation Take-Apart Guide. As you can see, the headphone and dock connections are located on the bottom, and the sliding hold switch is located on the top. At the bottom you will find the model number. In this case it is A1285. To begin, you will have to remove the top bezel as well as the bottom bezel. It's easiest if you use a small flat tool. In this case, a guitar pick was used. When the top bezel is removed, the hold switch will also come out. Now use the same procedure to remove the bottom bezel. On the top you will find two very small phillips screws, and on the bottom there will be three very small phillips screws to remove. After the screws on the bottom are removed, there is a cage that will come out that surrounds the dock connector. Now remove the two phillips screws on the top of the iPod. Now looking at the top of the iPod, you will need to get a flat tool to lift up on the cage to loosen it. Do this gently because you do not want to damage the hold switch. Once it begins to slide out, you will need to stop once you've gone far enough to see the hold switch assembly. Use a flat tool to gently lift up on the hold switch. Once the hold switch and its cable is free, gently lift up on the LCD until you can see the connection with the cable here. Now you will need to remove the glass. Simply press on the bottom of the glass and then use a flat tool to lift up on the glass from the top. Now use a flat tool to gently lift up on the locking mechanism that is holding the ribbon cable down. You'll also need to gently pry up on the ribbon cable because there is adhesive holding the ribbon cable down to the LCD assembly. Once the ribbon cable is separated, the LCD will gently slide out. Now to remove the logic board and the battery from the casing. The battery is adhered to the casing, so you'll need to get a flat tool and gently pry up on it so that you're able to slide it out. Once the battery is loosened, you can gently slide the battery and the logic board down through the casing. Don't slide it out too far though, because you will have to stop and remove the cable that is shown here. Gently lift up on the locking mechanism and remove the cable from its connection. Then you'll need to make sure that the cables are not adhered to the dot connector. And now you can finish removing the logic board and its battery. Be careful while doing this though, because the cables that are hanging behind are very small and can be torn easily. You can see that the battery is actually adhered to the logic board. You can also see that the battery is soldered onto the logic board. Now to remove the click wheel. Use a flat tool to pry down the metal back casing of the click wheel. While prying this down, add a little force to the click wheel and it will make it collapse. Now the click wheel will slide out. You may have to add a little pressure from the top to get it to do that.